Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog. You are highly welcome. Well, it is a beautiful Tuesday evening here. In fact, it is in the night, but you are in Africa or Europe or America. In Europe, it should be in the evening. In Africa, it's in the evening. In the US, it should be in the morning. But here, we are in the night. But I'm welcome in a very special way. It is Salon's blog. There are so many to discuss. That is why I'm here tonight to deliver exclusively. Well, starting up, Nottingham Forest Football Club acknowledges a statement from the PL confirming that the club has today been charged with a breach of the league's PSR. Club intends to cooperate fully with the PL, that's the Premier League, on this and are confident of a speedy and fair resolution. This statement coming from Nottingham Forest regarding their charge, the charges that were laid against them. All right? Okay. Richard, hey, look, there is something I'm bringing for you. Wait for that video about Jose Mourhino. I want to show you an exclusive video. You will love that, man. You will love it. In fact, I will start the video right now. Be watching this video as you listen to me. Yes. Richard Masters, that was a Premier League CEO. The new owners of Chelsea came forward with information about the previous ownership to the UEFA, the FA, and the Premier League. We are investigating it. We do not announce the outcome of investigations until it is completed. What does that mean? It means that the new owners came up with information ahead of the charges, ahead of time. It is not the Premier League now going to investigate Chelsea. The new owners coming in, noticing and realizing there were problems with the dealings that took place in the previous administration. They reported themselves. They reported the club. It's like, I came into this company and I realized there were errors, there were mistakes made by the previous accountants. There were criminal activities by the previous management. And I made a report ahead. Before even police investigation. I went there and I made a report ahead of police investigations that, look, I've noticed this and that. These are some of the malfeasances in the administration of the club. This is what's happening. Chelsea new owners already made those reports before investigation began. And now, according to the CEO, Richard Masters, he said, they will not make any statement until the investigations are completed. All right? Okay. Alan Shearer on Chelsea FC in Rest is Football podcast. He said, I still can't work out how you can spend that much money and still need a goalkeeper. Maybe still need a center half and definitely a center forward. But 3 wins, a little bit better. But I wouldn't get too excited. Listen, all this said and done. Back to the main issue. Jose Mourhino sacked by AS Roma. Chelsea, are we ready to welcome him? Well, when it comes to me, personally, I love Jose. But the question is, this current crop of players, can Jose manage them? Can Jose manage this current crop of players? Do we have men in that squad that Jose can talk to that will understand him? Personally, I would have loved Jose back in Chelsea for the 3rd time. But there are too many questions to be asked. And if we can find the answers to those questions, like you can see on the screen, the passion Jose has for football, his passion for football, I've never seen a coach. Just look at him. What do you think? And when he was sacked, statements, you could see fans arguing it out. A legend and more. People try to rate his performance with AS Roma. Did you know that in the last 2 years, Jose had spent only 15 million euro for 2 seasons. The first season, he spent about 100 million euro in the first season. But last season and this season, 15 million euros was what was made available for Jose Mourhino. Every player was buying on, free transfer, free transfer in exception of Lukaku. How much is Lukaku's loan fee? Lukaku is on loan. He was not bought. And AS Roma did not pay up to 10 million for Lukaku. Whether it's around 3 or 4 million euros. For 2 seasons, 15 million euros. 15 million is what Jose spent in AS Roma. Can you give Pep Guardiola 15 million for a season to spend? 2 seasons, 15 million. Okay, divided by 2 seasons, that's just about 7.7 million per season. That is the amount Jose spent for in a season. And they expect him to compete with Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus. They got Lukaku. Yes, fair enough. How much did they pay for Lukaku for the loan? And who else? Okay, even the buyer that we were talking about, his buyout clause is what, 10 million pounds, right? That should tell the value of the buyer. You'll be in a game today, the next day is not in the game. Tammy Abraham has been injured throughout the whole season. That's why they bought Romelu Lukaku. Can he do the job alone? Even Romelu Lukaku has been doing his best, scoring the goals. Sometimes, I don't know how these owners, sometimes they do things. I understand. AS Roma now is on the 9th position. But remember, they are still in the Europa League. His first season, he carried Conference League, European trophy, which AS Roma has never tasted for over how many years? Some owners can just be ungrateful. These are crops of ingrate owners. 9th position, second half of the season. The season is not yet over. I don't know what informed their decision. He lost the weekend game, yes, to AC Milan, right? He also lost the Coppa Italia game, right? Yes. But how much did you offer him to turn around the club during the preseason? Listen, Jose Mourhino played 122 games, won 60, drew 28, 34 defeats, and 1 Conference League Cup. Rate Jose Mourhino by yourself. Time at Roma. Rate Jose Mourinho's time at Roma out of 10. Rate him. Let me hear from you in the comment section. I am a Chelsea fan and I love Jose. I will still want him to come back to Chelsea. But my problem is the kind of players we have right now. What can Jose make out of them? I wouldn't like him to come back to Chelsea and carry another embarrassment or shame. Because the players we have right now are just not good enough to win trophies now. It will take another 2 years, 3 years. Nobody is telling Mauricio Pochettino to carry trophy now. I am not in for trophy, but I'm in for top 4. I am in for good football. I am in for the club to be somewhere. When Pep Guardiola got to Manchester City, it took him 3 seasons to start winning. 3 seasons. That was when he made a famous statement that you cannot win anything with kids. You can't win any trophy, anything with kids on a pitch. It took him 3 seasons to begin to win. It took Klopp 3.5 to 4 seasons to begin to win at Liverpool. Go and check the records. It's not only last season that Pep Guardiola won the triple. How many years has he been there? 8 years at Manchester City. 8 years. It's only, even though he started winning the league for the past 5 years. Yes. He started winning the league from the past 5 years or so. But then, it took the club to sustain, to maintain. And each year they kept spending. There is no season that Pep did not spend up to 50 million pounds. There is no season. Go and check it. Even as it is now, even this season, they still spend money. They still spend. Every season, they still spend money to buy players. You made available to the man 15 million euros for 2 seasons. You've been buying dead wood. Players that are out of contract and the original club don't want to renew their contracts. Roma will just go in and take the player, pay him 2 million to sign him on for 1 year, 2 years. And guess what? AS Roma going in for Daniel De Rossi, a former player, top of the list at AS Roma to replace Jose Mourhino as new head coach. So long as you deliver for the fans, so long as you can fit into that shoes. Decision on Jose Mourhino leaving the club has been made by the owners, Fredkin family. That's great. That's great. Well, back to my own Chelsea. Even as I would expect. Back to my own club, Chelsea. Chelsea are due to return to training on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, following a short break. And Nkunku is understood to be aiming to return to training this week with a view to being involved in next week's Carabao Cup semi-final second leg tie against Middlesbrough. That should be a good news for us. Nkunku's injury is said to have settled down over recent days, but he will be monitored and tested closely ahead of any return. Premier League CEO Richard Masters says a date has been set for Manchester City's FFP case, but I can't tell you when that date is. A date has been set for Manchester City has over 115 charges against them. 115 charges. You see, Pep, they were just buying and spending to win trophies. They even have 115 charges. Do you know they can even strip them off some of the titles they won in the previous years? It's possible. Yes, it is. It is. Dear friend, I have to let you go. As it is right now, Jose sacked by Roma. Shame how his career went. Even the greatest gets stabbed in the back. That is according to Mark Goldberg. Even the greatest gets stabbed in the back. Upon all that he has achieved, using this AS Roma squad to achieve. 9th position, he's not even 10th. Mauricio Pochettino got to 12th position. Did we sack him? Did Chelsea sack him? With a £1 billion squad, Mauricio Pochettino was in the 10th. I will revisit this issue again. Dear friend, I will see you in the next one when you see me. I will see you when you see me, dear friend. Have a great night. Thank you.